What's up, YouTube? Let's make this short. Let's make it quick. Let's get straight down to the point. I'm going to break down 3 stocks, the market, a couple bonus stocks at the end. So we're going to start with the top movers, the big ones for the day, the ones everyone wants to talk about. First of all, NIO, right? NIO, rocking and rolling. Easily probably one of my bigger plays today. Just because we know they beat their expectations. We talked about this yesterday in Sunday's live stream. NIO was supposed to do just shy of 6,200. Ended up rocking out 7,700. So in the grand scheme of things, not a lot of cars, but it's the forward look. It's the growth, right? It's what they're accomplishing. So we knew it was going to be a green day. It was a little bit of a. I expected more of a gap up, but then we caught some wind and then pushed up. Pulled back. A lot of things pulled back. We'll get to that in a little bit. But finished the day strong, and that trend still remains intact. I think NIO still got some more to go. Let's keep an eye on that $55, $57 range. Next one, and it's because everyone keeps talking about it. I absolutely hate this. BNGO. Bio Nano, whatever. We all know about it. I already zoned this out. We kind of hesitated here. Today we actually gapped up, pushed up, came back down, confirmed this zone, jumped up, found some sellers here, and sold off. If you're not subscribed, by the way, you can hit that little subscribe button, hit the bell. You guys, you'll get notified. And I make videos, and I draw these awkward yellow boxes out. I know there's no indicators. I know it's a little bit different. But again, like I've said before, maybe your account could probably use a little different. That being said, as far as these yellow boxes go on a ticker doing crazy stuff like this, I mean, we've gone from what, 40 cents, 30 cents to $7. Why are you guys looking at crap like this? It's probably a great ticker, and I do think genomics is probably going to be the winner this year. But you kind of have to pump the brakes and ask yourself, first of all, what kind of trader are you? What again? Where's your lane? How new are you at this? Can you handle something like this? Where's your risk tolerance? How are you going to manage money in this trade? I actually don't care about the ticker. I care more about how you guys are going to trade this. And when I see everybody just gobbling around like pigeons getting bird seed, you guys have no idea what you're doing, talking about you're just throwing money at stuff. That irks me because you guys are going to lose a lot. This thing's going to just get smoked, right? It'll drop down to $2. You're going to be so shocked. Whoa, what happened? The people who are at 40 cents are still like, well, I'm still up 200%, so I'm rocking and rolling. And you're over here, you bought at the peak. You're about to emotionally sell at the bottom, probably when someone like me gets in. So just to rant on that. We already zoned this out, and it's kind of interacting with these zones. We'll keep it here. It's still going to be a hype stock, right? The new Warren Buffett, Kathy Woods is buying it up, or bought it. You know, anything she touches now, everyone's got to just buy. So I caution you. The only reason I rant this much, I hope you guys are up a whole bunch. Hopefully you got in at 40 cents, and you're not buying at the peak. And if that's the case, rock and roll. I just want to caution the management side of this. Right, and you should know before you take that entry, before you click buy, where are you going to stop out? Look at the chart. If it reaches this price, I'm out. That's your stop loss. Your entry, your stop loss, how much per share, and then how much do you want to risk, right? If you only want to risk $10, then you're going to, and your stop, it goes from 7, and you're going to stop out at $6, and you bought at 7, you bought at the peak, you're only going to buy 10 shares. Do it that way. Don't blow up 1 billion shares because it's only a $6 stock and you can afford 10 billion shares. Don't do that. Unless you can actually afford 10 billion shares, then that's awesome. You got a lot of money. Last but not least, ticker I actually have grown to hate, Zoom. We saw it shooting up today, or it went up today. I didn't care about it once it broke that zone right here. Kind of still don't care about it right now, to be honest. We dropped it. We're getting rejected right here, so I would actually watch this area. Let's keep an eye on it. It might be time to daily trend might have just turned around. You know, if I'm going to structure a trade on this, I'm going to keep an eye on this level right inside here. And if we stay above that, then maybe we're rocking and rolling. We still have to watch out for this zone right up here. So we'll call this a speed bump zone for now. And I've made a bunch of money on Zoom. I also just lost some when it gapped down, kind of this thing juked my positions, just because I'll hold stuff, and if it gaps down, it's really the only time I lose is when it just gaps down. So that's why I hate Zoom for now. I still like Zoom. I like the company a whole lot. I just don't like everybody played it as a Rona play. So that's your 3, like, the big movers. One everyone kept asking me about. There is a couple more. First of all, let me ask you guys something real quick. Do you believe in Santa Claus? Because some of you guys are really shocked about this market today. And you're like, oh, it melted off. And you guys have 1,000 reasons as to why. And I had one reason as to why before it all even happened. Now, prepare yourself if you're emotionally sensitive, because we've talked about this. And also, if you have sensitive ears, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. You guys have been talking about for a while. Santa's not real. If your kid's listening, I'm obviously just kidding. But I'm not. Anyway, Santa Claus rally. Here's the best example, right? Banks are closed. Retail crew's just going at it. And this is what happens. Retail crew pushes it up. The banks come back in and say, this is where it should be, and drops it back down. You can chalk it up to Rona news and the Georgia elections. You can have all your thousands of reasons. But this is the reason, the mentorship, we didn't do a homework ticker this week. Because what you saw the last couple weeks, it's just retail pushing things around. A little less volume. Things move a little bit easier. And I told you guys today, just like I say after every holiday, is careful on those swings. Mind your allocation, because they're going to come back and say, no, 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 this is where we want it. Hopefully it's in your favor, but if it's not, look out below. So that's the market. Again, here's the push. Here's the Santa Claus rally. Here's reality, where the market makers and banks really want things. So again, tinfoil hat theory, say whatever you want, talk about all your indicators. I actually don't care, but we saw all this. I personally had SPY puts as a hedge. They were red. They went up today and rocked and rolled. It was a very green day for me. And this isn't hard to see, guys. This happens a lot. Every year, almost every holiday. Now, we actually have to load my other playlist, because if you guys were subscribed and you went to my other video, then you know I actually already did the expected moves, and you should know what that means. You guys still with me? I have to get going to the mentorship right now. Hang on, let's do... I'll bring up this one real quick. I did the expected moves on a previous video, and I just forgot to put them on the January playlist. So if you guys don't know what that is, if you click the join button next to subscribe, you actually get these charts. And I just posted the January link in the community tab yesterday, so you can save this as a playlist, type in whatever ticker. The previous one still works. You guys still actually have this. But awkwardly enough, what did we do? We dropped down. We hit the expected move. Type 2 bounced right out of a zone. A price level. Not a single indicator, not a single no Fibonacci person, no Elliott and his cousin came out, no RSI, no MACD. Quite literally nothing. Other than this magic yellow box. We dropped down, we tagged it, tagged the expected move, and we bounced back. There were some buyers right where we thought they would be. So if you're panicking, it's probably because you're brand new. Hit the subscribe button. All you have to do is pay attention. It's free. I come on YouTube. I'm going to do a video every day. Just show up, pay attention. That being said, let's focus on this number right here, because if we get below it, that's when volatility is going to ramp up. Now, I think all we did was correct. We did a minor little adjustment. I don't care what anyone thinks why. If you're a lot of people, you guys just have to have a why. There's got to be a why. There's not a why. Money moved around, and they sold it, period. But this is where things get crazy. We get below this level right here. Now, they got to get to that neutral delta. So we screamed right to here in one day. Typically, it'll be like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is one standard deviation. We'll get to that second standard deviation inside of one day. So watch out for some volatility here, because if we break that level, this is a $9 move in the SPY. We're going to make that next $9 move probably just as fast. So watch out for volatility if we do get below that level. Right now, it's a very traditional play, bear flag or reversal. They will look the same. The difference is someone who knows how to trade, they have their money managed. So you're either right and you make money, or it tags out and you only lose a little bit. So be mindful of that. Last but not least, the surprise ticker, Workhorse. You guys keep telling me to do an update on this. Everyone keeps talking about contracts for this and whatever. I'd just be careful with it. Right now, collectively, we've just gone sideways. You know, let's just delete everything, because... Hang on, let's just go over here. We're going to put this on, because delete all those charts. Right now, we're going to focus on two things for Workhorse. It is going to be this level right here. we're going to hop off here. So watch out for that. And then watch out. We have nothing but sellers showing up right here. Okay. We're horizontal. When that actually breaks, closes, and stays above, we're bullish. Gets below this, we're bearish. I'm going to get that. I'm going to end it here. Click the subscribe button, hit the bell, show up for 2021, pay attention, and be profitable. That's all I ask. That's the whole reason I'm here, and it's the reason I will still be here in 2022 as long as you guys keep hitting that bell, subscribe button, and the join, all the others. Anyway, anything as usual, links are in the description, and I will see you guys tomorrow.